start with the students. You know, my entire mission as an educator is one thing really, and that is to fundamentally change the way society uses young people. Many of you heard me say that before. In 20 years as an educator, all I've seen from young people is brilliance, persistence, dedication, and love. And you represent that well. You talked about Rochester being a small city with a big problem. There are a lot of small cities across America with that same big problem. And we're not going to solve that problem without you. The best way that you can continue to advocate, the best way you can continue to resist the conditions that adults put in front of you is with your excellence. It's that excellence that's going to carry you through. You don't know how many people are watching you, are following you in your families, in your school, and we certainly need you. We need you at events like this. We need you in your local community. We need you to continue on to become teachers, to become professors, to become community leaders, to become leaders in your family. But I am very impressed. I can remember the conversations we had in October, actually November. I was supposed to go in October. I was supposed to present on the day my kid was born, so they let me come a few weeks later. But in that 5 months, how this group has grown, right? How you're continuing to push the envelope is very impressive. And I mentioned in November that one of the things that I wanted to do, this would be the first event of many, but I want to have a youth summit here next year, where we bring young people from all over the state of New York and New Jersey, and we're going to do one in LA with my group in LA, but I want you all to come back here next year with this work in the Youth Summit and really kind of kick off this work east of the Mississippi, because it's important work and it's a part of the solution. So I want to welcome you to the family. We are so happy and proud to have you. And hopefully some of you, I think Cheyenne said Columbia was one of the schools you were considering. I hope you come. I will put you to work at UME for sure. To the adults, you know, we have a lot of work to do. Right? We have a lot of work to do to change the system, to change the way we think about the problem. You know, my grandma used to say, you have one finger pointed at someone else, you got 3 fingers pointed back at yourself. We have got to stop blaming young people for our problems and our issues. Right? This is what every day of their schooling should be like. Right? Everything we want to do in the Common Core or state standards or whatever can be woven into a curriculum that allows young people to be powerful immediately in their communities, in their homes, and their families. Right? We don't have to give them busy work. We don't have to make stuff up. Right? There are enough real problems in the world that solving those real problems develops the literacies and numeracies, connection to history, culture, family, language, literacy, you name it. Right? It is all there in an authentic curriculum. Right? When are we going to change the way we perceive our young people? We need to do that so that they can change the way they perceive themselves. That's the problem. I'm tired of hearing about the black male problem. We have an American problem. We don't have a problem with black males. We don't have a problem with Latino males. We don't have an urban problem. We have an American problem. The American problem is the use of the third pronoun to define our young people, them, instead of us. These are our kids. These are our schools. These are our communities. This is our future. We change that, we'll continue to see the beauty and brilliance that is evident in young people everywhere. They shine, they are light, they are love. So that's our challenge. How do we do that in New York City? How do we do that at Teachers College? How do we do that at Columbia? Right? How do we make this normal? Right? These kids are wonderful and amazing, but they're normal kids. Right? We got to stop thinking that this is super normal. This is what they all want to do. All I see is kids who want to please their teachers and make their mothers happy. But we give them unnecessary baggage. We give them too few resources. We give them zero tolerance and standardized tests instead of pats on the shoulders and congratulations. Right? That's our challenge. But hopefully, we leave motivated. Right? I left motivated. They were motivated. I was even more motivated because I know that the future is in these connections with young people. Right? In engaging with them in this struggle for a more full humanity in schools, in neighborhoods, and communities, and in our larger society. So I want to challenge you all. That's certainly what we're trying to do at UME. It is certainly what others, the BSN, the Office of Diversity, I see a lot of folks here, a lot of different programs on campus that are about the same mission. But my favorite quote is one by Marshall McLuhan. He says, "There's absolutely no inevitability as long as there's a willingness to contemplate what is happening." Or as my grandma would say, when she would take us to school and people would talk about poor kids, she'd say, poor is not a synonym for dumb. Right? We have got to stop thinking that poor people deserve poor education, right? English is one of the only languages where poor means impoverished and of inferior quality. And so we tolerate this as a society. There is no inevitability to the present, right? That the future is a blank canvas that we need to paint together, right? We need to image what we would like to have and make that reality by the change that we become in the world. So to quote Gandhi, students from East High, TLI, RPERC, all of that, be the change, right? You are the change you want to see. And you don't have to wait for anybody. It is you, right? You are the change. And we have to join in that effort, right? We have to step it up as adults. But I just want to thank you all for being here. I know you're part of the solution. We have to continue to work together. Let these young people be motivation to get us through, another round of standardized tests people are taking all over the state of New York and New Jersey right now. Just imagine a better future. But don't let the imagination take over for the practice, the action that we have to have on the back end of that imagination. So thank you.
Amen.
For putting on the conference. Thank you all for being here.